What's on your mind as a voter today?
What's on my mind was, actually, it was the health care bill, but it wasn't so much as that as how the opponent came across. I voted for Brown.
You did?
Yes, because his opponent said at one point she's filling a seat for Kennedy, and Brown mentioned it's the people's seat. Then she changed her campaign saying it is the people's seat. She changed the campaign because Kennedy's widow came on and said, this is not my husband's seat, it's the people's seat. And she just contradicted herself here and there.
Now, do you generally vote Republican or Democrat?
I vote Democrat.
You vote Democrat. So this was a change for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, this is sort of surprising a lot of people around the country, that a Republican, could be so strong in this election and to win the seat that was held by Ted Kennedy for so many years. Right. And so was it her, Martha Coakley, as a candidate, or was it her campaign, or was it the issue of health care, or was it all of the above that got you to switch?
It was all of the above.
Okay.
I mean, even Obama came out and says, this guy drives a truck, meaning Brown. My son drove a truck. He says anybody can own a truck. Well, I didn't want to own a truck. I wanted to buy a used car. I went to the bank for a used car loan. I'm retired and I get a monthly check. They couldn't give me a loan on a car, and he's saying I can buy a truck. Okay, just because he can fly around in planes and helicopters doesn't mean everybody can buy a truck.
I gotcha. What was your profession, or what is your profession?
I was a truck driver for 20 years.
Okay.
I was so anti-Bush, I donated to the Democratic National Committee last year, and it seems I've become a pen pal of the Obamas. And what's happening now is, it's like frightening. I can't believe in this national health care bill that they're trying to ram through. Scott Brown is the only hope. I mean, this is desperation. We got to get him in there as the bill killer. We have to stop this national debt. 12 trillion. They use a yardstick that they should throw away. It's just, it's scary. It's scary, and the people are realizing that now. They're realizing that this is scary. This country is bankrupt. And Martha Coakley to say there's no terrorists in Afghanistan, that night 4 American soldiers were killed by the Taliban. Okay? And for her to come out as a Massachusetts candidate to say but Schilling, Kurt Schilling, is a Yankee fan. I mean, oh my God, it'd be hilarious if she did, it could be like a Simpsons show on TV. Kurt Schilling's a Yankee fan. But that's why his foot was bleeding when he pitched in a damn World Series. Okay. I don't know. You want me to go on?
No, I got your point. What issues are important to you this election?
Particularly, the health care is very important.
Okay.
A lot of folks don't really truly understand what's going on with health care. For an example, I'm a type 2 diabetic, and so I take a lot of tier 1 medication, which just in the last couple of weeks I've gotten a notice from my health care company saying that all of my co-pays are going to increase. So I don't understand how people saying, they're not really understanding that there's no need for medical reform when the reality is if you look at what's going on with your premiums and what's going on with your co-pays and what's going on with your emergency room visits, that stuff has to be addressed. But people are looking at it as, well, I got my health insurance, don't touch my health insurance. But they don't realize what's really happening is that these things are happening before the reform takes place. And so they're really working out of the dark I mean, I'm not, I don't think, and many of the people, I watched the news yesterday, and I think many of the people that made the observation are, quite frankly, I think they're out of work and out of touch. Because the reality of it is, if they were still working, they would know that their insurance premiums are going up.
So I just want to make sure I'm understanding you correctly. I think it's safe to say, but I just want to get it on the record. You're voting for Coakley, and you support President Obama's health care reform bill that he's trying to pass right now, in which she would be the 60th vote, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
The bottom line is, unless you actually have a pre-existing illness, you would never truly understand. People that don't have, type 2, sickle cell, leukemia, those things are all, in many cases, are pre-existing in some folks. Their parents lose their insurance, so their kid loses their insurance. So what happens? Now that they go get a job, this is a pre-existing condition, which eliminates that kid from getting health care. Come on, people are so naive, man. If you've never been sick or had a relative sick or dying of cancer and can't get treatment, then you'll never really know or understand.
Who'd you vote for?
Martha Coakley.
Okay, why?
Because I am a Democrat, because I believe in the present administration, and because nobody ever heard of Scott Brown before just now. He has not been a renowned state senator.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. The criticism of Martha Coakley has been she ran a bad campaign, she took the vote for granted, she didn't ask for people's vote. She's made some comments like she didn't even know that Curt Schilling was a member of the Reds, or was formerly a member of the Red Sox, a great Red Sox hero. But, I mean, does that in any way play a role, or is that just...
It does.
Okay.
It does. Unfortunately, it does. However, okay, I have to say, you have to understand she has a judicial mind. Her bend, she can't speak quickly about something like, that's wrong. She has to look at it legally because that's her training. Mm-hmm. Which makes her, unfortunately, not look spontaneous.
Okay.